Hey guys, how's it going? I just wanted to make a little video about video games. Let me remember what the title was that I was planning to make for this video. Hold on. Video games I've always known to be like a very pleasurable activity to do. Something that's fun to do, like you get to hang around with your friends, just mess around, do some stupid shit. Maybe you'll enjoy a single player game. You'll enjoy its story, its narrative, its plot, and during those games you get to do a lot of crazy shit. A lot of crazy shit you probably wouldn't expect to do in real life. Like for example, I really enjoyed the Call of Duty single player games. The campaign essentially, because it put me kind of like in that role of just being like a soldier and like helping out the teammates and everything, and seeing how kind of like the plot progresses and everything as a soldier, and like you're helping out your teammates and you're ducking under and you're killing people and you're killing the opposite fucking terrorists and all that shit. What I noticed about that, and like most video games, is that video games are tailored to achievements, to getting achievements, and to like completing the game, and to like rewards essentially, like kind of like how dopamine works, the reward system, right? Like whenever you do something that your brain like stimulates you, and that makes you repeat that same action over and over again. So that's why it's pretty common that video game addictions like are a thing. So most of the time we can just be caught up by like that progression system of just prestiging, leveling up in the game, or in an RPG like Dark Souls. It was Dark Souls for me. Like, getting to the next bonfire, getting to the next level, upgrading my sword +4 or something like that. Getting a new piece of armor, and exploration, adventuring, and all of that same stuff can be found in real life. Now, I know that kind of sounds like a complete boomer statement, like, just go outside, kids, like, video games aren't like worth it, you know? And to an extent, they are. To an extent, video games are just a waste of time, like a way to pass the time. But it's that what I'm trying to get at is that most people nowadays spend over an hour or two on video games when they could be doing something more productive, rather than just spending an hour, 2 hours, 3, 4 hours on just wasting time every single day. Now, I'm not saying that you should completely cut out video games or something like that. Video games are a fun activity, you know? And if it's something you really want to like do and incorporate into your day, I'm not stopping you, and nobody should. But what I'm saying is that you should realize that this is not going to help you in the future at all. This is something that to extract yourself from finding your real purpose. And for me, when I started to cut down on my video game usage, but I mean like I completely got out of it, I started to become like more productive towards like my other goals, and my other like planning, and figuring out how to be more like time manageful person, like being able to track my time better. And surprisingly, I thought it was going to be really hard to get out of like gaming in general, because it was something that like really resonated with me. I really liked video games, but I kind of I lost that fun that I had. I only realized that I was just playing for the grind at that point. Like, no video game was giving me any satisfaction, any fun. Because if you really look at yourself, how many times are you actually smiling when you're playing a video game? Probably not that much. If you're playing video games like fucking Modern Warfare or something, you're fucking constantly fucking on the edge. And you might call that fun, but that's just the grind. That's just, oh, I gotta get more wins. I gotta get more wins, to show off my friends and get more kills and do this, do that. But what you don't realize when you're doing that is that you're replacing virtual achievements with real life achievements. Doing something in real life. And you're doing something, okay, so virtual achievements are a lot easier to achieve, but they do kind of sort of resemble the real life achievements. So that's why getting those virtual achievements seems so powerful and so rewarding to get those virtual achievements. You feel like, fuck yeah, I did that shit. But it's not as rewarding as getting a real life achievement, doing something that's difficult in real life, because not many people are playing that game. They're just fucking around on Overwatch or something. I do suggest that you sort of figure out if you are really enjoying video games right now, or if it's just the grind, just the achievement grind that you're on. Figuring out if you are actually having fun with a more narrative type of game. What I do suggest for that, again, is to take a dopamine detox, which is where you abstain from doing overly pleasurable things, like, for example, playing video games, watching Netflix, movies in general. I think stopping listening to music is also one of them, but that one's a little extreme, so I never did that one. So but yeah, I'll put a link to a dopamine detox guide if you want to look more into it in the description, and you can check that out if you want. But for the meantime, just realize that virtual achievements are not going to get you anywhere. You have to go out into the real world, and you have to try to achieve something that's probably in the back of your head right now, that's telling you, it'd be pretty cool if I did this. Start working towards that. Like, for example, I've been looking at this David Goggins for quite a while. I wonder if instead of doing 20 miles, what if I run 6 or 10 miles? Finding a challenging task that you want to do, that's in your back of your head, but it's also kind of telling you that, this is pretty fucking hard. I don't know if I'm gonna complete this. But that's what makes it rewarding in the end, if you do complete it. So start thinking of that. Start thinking of that task, that challenging task that's in the back of your head right now that you want to do. It could be anything. It could be talking to your crush tomorrow. It could be literally anything. But just think about it. Think about it and work towards it. I love you. Goodbye.